Right, we will hit record on this. I'm assuming record is working. Oh, it looks like record is working. Record is working, yes. Okay, now I need to press this button here before I can start you guys properly. I apologize. Let's just get that going now. Let's get that going now. If I was any kind of professional, I'd go back and restart the video, but guess what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Right, we are set. We are ready. We are close enough. We'll angle that camera just a weensy bit more so I can go a little bit closer to you guys. That's better. Lovely. Okay, first thing I'm going to do my breathing exercise. Big deep breath into the nose. Full exhale. Lovely. Now, because it's cold, before I loosen up my joints, I'm going to put just a little bit of heat into the system. So I'm going to work through the body. We're going to do that isometric tension exercise. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grip the floor, pulsing. So I'm boom, 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 boom. Okay? So gripping the floor with my toes. Okay? Now this time, I'm going to grip the floor with my toes and try and turn my feet out. Now, I'm trying to do that, but I'm not going to move. What I'm going to do is activate the muscles that would turn the feet out. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Now, same thing again, but this time I'm going to lift my knees as I do it. But you're not going to see any movement. I'm just firing up those muscles. So here we go. Pump, 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 pump. Lovely. Now, same thing. Grip the floor with the toes. Turn the feet out. Lift the knees. Squeeze the butt. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Now, same thing. Grip the floor with the toes. Turn the feet out. Lift the knees. Squeeze the butt. Scoop the pelvis. Right. So just scooping the pelvis forwards here, but we're just locking everything in. So, 3, 4. Okay. Now I'm going to tighten up my tummy muscles. My voice is going to get a bit funny now because I'm pushing on the diaphragm. So, lovely. And the last stage is I grip and I rip. So I'm trying to grab something kind of rough, hard, like grabbing a phone book and tearing it in half. That kind of animal sort of rip. So here we go. Lovely. If you can get that down into just one action, so instead of doing it, see the way we broke it all down there, don't break it down, just go straight into it, right? So you're cold, find yourself cold anywhere, just you should feel your body temperature coming up pretty quickly, okay? As long as we just have at it. You can't kind of, you have to really fucking rip at it, okay? So loosen up the joints now, looking left and right. And looking up and down. And rolling to the front. And rolling to the sides. Lovely. Arm circles forwards. And arm circles back. Good stuff. Opening and closing. Cool. Reeling in. Speed bagging out. Wrist circles. And wrist circles back the other way. Interlocking the fingers. Rolling one way. And rolling back the other way. From there, I'm going to go into my spine. So I'm looking up, reaching forwards. Or sorry, driving my hips forward, reaching up. Then I'm reaching down, front, middle, back. Beautiful. From there, side bends. Cool. And from there, twists. Good stuff. Hands on the hips, hip circles. Change the direction. Okay, feet together, knee circles. And then changing the direction. Standing on one foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Feet 3 times, roll it one way, and roll it the other way. Switch into the other foot, toes down, toes back, foot back. Feet it 3 times, roll them one way, and roll the other way. Lovely. From here now, we're just going to go through our slow kicking exercise. So my knee comes up in front, I extend my foot, and I pull it back. I'm just going to do that 3 times. Remember, it doesn't have to be high up here. You can go down, just down there is fine, okay? And then back behind me, I'm back, whoop, and I'm back. Change it to my other leg, knee comes up, extending it out 3 times. And then back behind me, 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Just before we do the next bit there, we were having a conversation the last couple of days in classes and stuff about effort and results. Okay, so if you look at mathematics, you take 1.01 and you put it to the power of 365, right? So it's why 365 days in a year. That's how many days there are in a year, right? So you put 1.01 to the power of 365 and you get 37.78 or whatever the fuck it is, right? Go Google it, check it, calculator it, don't take my word for it, right? When you, what's the relevance of that? If you try 1% harder every day, or you get 1% better every day, at the end of a year, you're 38 times as good as you were at the start of that year. Okay? That's huge. Like, that's enormous. It's massive. Now, it doesn't work exactly like that, but the point does. And the point is, if you just try and get a little bit better consistently, the difference you make over the course of a long time is huge, like massive, okay? If you just try and take these huge giant steps, then you're too high a risk, too high an injury risk or whatever. Now, or you set yourself a bar that's too high and you beat yourself up about it. After I'll never get that, so I might as well not bother. Fuck that. 1% better every day. Your habits is what's going to make all the difference. Now, if you look at it the other way, if you slack off by 1% every day, your 99% goes down very close to 0 after a year. Okay? So if we just put in just a little bit of effort, just 1% better consistently, that is what makes the difference. Not these giant leaps, not huge decisions, because they're very easy to double back on. Small steps, right? Your 15 to 30 minutes a day of exercise. Huge difference in physical, mental, emotional health after a year. Okay, from here now, I'm going to spread my feet out just a little bit. Oh, I'm trying to pick my angle here. This is probably the best angle. So I'm going to go up and down, and then from the middle, I'm going to go right side, middle, left side, middle. I'm going to walk my foot out, toes out, heel out, up and down, and right and left. Each time I'm coming back to this central position, I'm going to walk my left foot, toes out, heel out, up, down, right, left, toes out, heel out, up, down, right, left, toes out, heel out, up, down, right, left, toes out, heel out, up, down, right, left. Now that's about where I can go today, which is embarrassing if I looked at myself 6 months ago, but that's as far as I can go today. That's what I've got, okay? So I can, I should go further. If I go any further, I'm into injury risk territory. And what's the point? Why risk injury for ego? Okay, so this is where I'm at now. I'm not happy about it, but this is where I'm at now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to keep working this. I'm going to try and improve it. So from here, I'm going to go right hand, left foot, left hand straight up. Then I'm going to go left hand, right foot, right hand straight up. So go 1, 2. So really swing that now. A bit of swing. Bit of swing on it. Lovely. From here now, I'm going to walk my hands forwards. And I'm just going to bring my hands so they're slightly in front of my head. I'm going to draw my hips down to the floor and pump there for a second. And then I'm going to pull my arse back up. Driving the arse back, I'm going to head down. And pop there 2 or 3 times. And then I come forward again. Down. Back again. So I'm bopping on the end, right? So I'm coming through and just bopping there a little bit. And I'm coming back and I'm bopping there a little bit. Lovely. From here now, I'm going to move my feet and go this angle this time. Move my feet a bit closer together, okay? Head down, arse up. Okay, and then belly down, head up. So here to here. Here to here. Now back to this position here where my arse is sticking up. Put my shirt down. My arse is up and my heels are off the ground. Get my shoulders back as far as I can without moving my head. Now I'm going to straighten my leg, drive my heels to the floor on the right foot, left foot. And I'm just going to pulse there. Just like walking there, right? Okay, my right foot is going to move forwards. If I can get it up to my right hand, that's brilliant. If I can't, I get it as close up there as I can. And now I'm going to lift my chin up and I'm going to bend my right knee and drive my hips forward. Okay? Just pulling forward here. Okay. Now when I'm as far forward as I can, I'm going to drive my heel back. My rear heel, just driving that back. Okay. From here now, I'm going to lift up my left hand down, and I'm going to lift up my right hand down. Okay. So we'll walk that foot back. So back into this position again now. Now I'm going to bring my left foot as close to my left hand as I can get. Okay? And that's it. If that's as close as you can get, then that's as close as you can get. That's okay. So now you're going to bend your left knee and just rock them forward and back there a little bit. Okay? And you bend it as much as you can and you drive your right heel towards the floor. Okay? Now my left hand comes up and then my right hand comes up. Yeah. Okay. Leaving the feet where they are, I'm going to turn my hands and I'm going to turn the feet. So now I'm on sideways again here, okay? Now, from here, try to draw my elbows down towards the floor as best I can, okay? Oh, yeah, that's it. Just bring your elbow down to the floor as best you can. You see the way I'm pulsing this? Okay? Lovely. Now, the weight goes onto my hands. And I'm going to put my knees down one at a time, nice and slow, no big clunking jumps here or anything. Okay, and I'm just going to go forward and back from that position a little bit. And then I'm going to spread my knees a little bit further apart. Okay, now if I can, walk my feet a little bit further out, and I get into this frog position. My bum is going forward and back here. Okay, forward and back. Forward and back. Okay, lovely. From there then, wow, we're going to lay down on our back. Okay, and now we're going to get to work on the hips a little bit. So from here, I'm going to bring up my right knee. I'm going to draw a circle. 3 times. No, I'm not. Sorry, I apologize. I'm jumping too far ahead. I'm sorry. Extending my arms up overhead. My right leg is going to point straight up, and it's going to go to my left, and it's going to keep going until I'm forced to turn over onto my belly. Okay, but try and make it so that your leg is what's dragging you over. You're not pushing yourself over. Now my right leg is going to come back up, and it's going to keep going until it forces me back onto my back. Now my left leg comes up, goes over to my right, until it drags me onto my belly. And then it goes back up and it goes to my left until it drags me onto my back again. Okay? Now the same idea with my hand. So my right hand is going to come up, but my arm isn't heavy enough to do this. So my head and my shoulder are going with it. So I look at my fingers and I reach 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 until I drag going. There should be like this sort of flop point. You don't want to engage the muscles of the lower body when you're doing this. Okay, so you're splitting the body in two for this exercise. So now my right hand is coming back, flops over. And now my left hand reaches to my right, flops me over. And then it reaches back to my left and flops me over. Okay. Fit for life, that's your lot. Make sure one in the second now fit to play on number one. Give me a second. You can listen to my marvelous fucking singing. Yes, poor bastards. It's funny to me. Right. Oh, I'm on my back. Okay. Now I'm gonna hug. Sorry, no, I'm not gonna hug my right knee. Jesus Christ. I keep jumping to the next exercise. Fucking slow down, man. Right, from here, my right knee is pointing up. It's gonna do a circle. 3 times one way. And 3 times the other. Big a circle as I can. Okay? Now I'm gonna straighten the leg and I'm gonna do the same thing. Circle. 3 times one way. And 3 times the other way. Lovely. Now I'm going to grab the knee and I'm going to pull it up to my chest. And I'm just going to bring it backwards and forwards. Just feel it where it can go. As far as I comfortably can. Beautiful. Now, my right knee is going to be pulled over to my left, letting my right hip come up as far as it can go. Until if I can reach the ground, that's awesome. If I can't, I keep pulling on it until I can feel that there's a ton of tension back there. And then we want to ease back off of that tension. So now we go flatten our back again and we pull the knee up to the chest. Okay, now this time I'm going to pull it across. I'm going to pick my angle of pull. So it might be more up to the shoulder, it might be more down towards the knee, somewhere in that range, right? But I'm going to keep my hip, excuse me, I'm going to keep my hip on the ground as I pull. So it's much less impressive looking, where we don't care about how it looks. We care about what it's doing to our bodies, which means we care about how it feels. So where my fingers are there should be where I'm feeling the stretch. You will feel it wherever you need to feel it. Don't be afraid to change the angle. Find the tension. And then chill. Find the tension and relax it as much as you can. Okay. Let me back up to my chest again. Pull me in for a second. All right, switching to the left leg. So the left knee is pointing up, flat on my back. It's going to draw a circle 3 times one way. And then draw a circle back the other way. Now straighten the leg. Circles again. 3 times one way. 3 times the other way. Okay. Now grab the knee. Pull it all the way over to the right. Let the hip come with it. Back. Pull it up to the chest. And then I'm going to pull it across and keep the hip down this time. Feel the edge of tension there, and then I'm going to chill out there. I'm relaxing. I'm looking for that 1%, right? I'm not looking for 50% or 20%. I'm looking for 1%. Tiny little part. Almost imperceptible in the bigger scheme of things, visually anyway. But you should feel it. Relax, relax, relax. And when it completely chills out, you should be allowed just a little bit more. Lovely. Okay, pulling the knee into the chest again, sorry. From here now, feet flat, a bit wider than your hips, a bit wider than your shoulders. So you want to have the length of your shin bone in between your feet here. So I should be able to do this without smacking my one foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my knees to the side, my knees to the other side. So 1, 2. And don't force here, just let them kind of flop. We just want to loosen that head a little bit. Good stuff. From here, I'm going to rest my right ankle on my left leg, and I'm going to bring my left leg up to me a little bit more. Okay, just rest it there now for a second. Now, if you can get yourself up onto your, oh, that's cool, that's flopped in place. Get yourself up a little bit and try and push that knee out and away from you a little bit there. So I'm pushing my knee away from you, just giving that outside stretch there a little bit more. Now I'm going to switch, right foot down, left foot here, and just driving the knee away from myself just a little bit. Be very, very careful with this personally, because this is almost exactly the angle that caused the tear to begin with. So I've been limping and on crutches for maybe 5 months, 4.5 months. And relax there. Okay, feet down flat on the floor again, making sure that there's enough distance that I can get my knee to the floor without my feet moving. We're going left side and right side. Flopping them over. Okay, from here, I'm going to sit all the way up. I'm going to extend my right leg, pull my left in out of the way, hands on the leg, walk the fingers down as far as you comfortably can. But before you do that, sorry, I should have said this first. Push the back of your knee to the ground and lift your toes up. Okay, so I'm pushing back of my knee down and pulling my toes up. Okay, up towards my nose. Now I'm putting my fingers on my thigh here. Walk my fingers down as far as is comfortable to you. Okay, it doesn't, we're all different, everybody's different. So as far as is comfortable to you, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and as you do, sink the chest. Big slow deep breath. So when we feel at ease, that means we're allowed to go just a little bit further. Okay? So remember here, we're looking for kind of harmony with the body. We're not resisting, we're not fighting, we're not pushing, we're not arguing, we're not forcing. We're asking politely, can I have 1% more, please? Beautiful. Switch it over to the side, straighten out the leg. Back of the knee to the floor, pull the toes up, reaching down, grab the leg as far down as you comfortably can. Big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, sinking the chest down. With the edge of tension and relax. Relax, 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 relax. Right, feet and ankles is something that we haven't done for a while. I wanted to do all the other stuff first, but we get into the feet and ankles now. So I'm just resting my foot, my ankle on the upper leg on the other side. Okay, I'm just going to grab the toes and I'm just going to work it in a circle. All right. Protect my knee a little bit here now, so I'm choosing a kind of weird posture for this. Okay, so I'm just moving my foot in a circle. All right, and just seeing where the toes. Sorry. Moving the toes around as much as you can and getting a little bit of movement in the ankle, okay? Then we're going to switch over to the other side and we're going to do the same thing. Should be able to do this much easier on this side. Okay, so I'm grabbing the toes, I'm moving the toes in as much of a circle as I can, and I'm letting the ankle kind of do what it naturally wants to do. Okay, lovely. From here now, I'm going to go up to standing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my big toes, just my big toes. The other toes are going to stay down, and the big toes are going to come up. All right? Now I'm going to go up, down, up, down, just the big toe. That's okay. So try, just try. It didn't make you like everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like you just try. Okay. So big toe comes up, other toe stay down. Now I'm going to try and lift the middle toes. Now there's no fucking way you're going to lift these individually, or at least I personally haven't got a hope in hell. But I'm trying to lift up the middle 3 toes and leave the little toe and the big toe down. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to try and keep all my toes down and just raise my little toe, which is showing absolutely no signs of movement. But I'm making the effort anyway. Now, the point is this, it's not really the movement I care about, it's activating the muscles and trying to make the movement, okay? Now, I want to work on the arch of my foot. So what I'm going to imagine is imagine these 3 points. Point 1 is my heel, there's the light. Point 2 is the arch, and point 3 is the ball of the foot. So if I imagine those 3 points there, when I'm turning my Charlie Chaplin stance, when I'm rotating this way, the arch is driven down, flat as a pancake, okay? But when I rotate my body around this way, the arch comes up as high as it can, okay? So that's my sort of banana shape there. So I go pancake, banana, pancake, banana. So it's the arch moving up and down. I turn this way, the arch is pushed down, I'm turning away from the foot. I turn towards the foot, the arch raises up. Okay? Thank Dave Hedges for this one. He's always good with this kind of thing. Here, I'm pretty sure this is exactly his exercise. I don't think I even modified this one. I'm going to stole it straight out. Thanks, Dave. I'll rob anything I see of yours. You know that. He does know that. Okay. And the reason he knows that is because he does exactly the same fucking thing. He sees something good, he steals it. Right. Which is the only intelligent way as far as I'm concerned. So from here now, 3 points, right? The heel, ball of the foot, and the arch between them. We're looking to bend and or contract and relax that arch. Okay? So from here, I'm going to turn this way, turn it towards the foot, which raises the arc. Arch, not arc. And I rotate around the other way. I think of Indiana Jones now. And that flattens it. So there's my pancake. I turn away from it, I get the pancake, I turn towards the banana. Like so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that's your lot for today, guys. We'll do more stuff on toes. We'll do. No, fuck it. We'll just do this real quick. Actually, we'll just do this real quick. Here, that. You need this. You need a step or anything at all, right? What I want you to do is to take your toes over the edge, okay, and then just let your weight wobble around a little bit. Okay. Now we're learning to grip with the foot without the toes. And then I switch over to the other side. Toes over the edge. So the ball of the foot is on the block here or on the step or whatever it may be. Okay. And I want you to shift your weight around and learning to balance without the toes. Okay. Just a little game for you. All it's going to do is it's going to sort of enliven the foot. I can't think of a better way of explaining it. It's just going to kind of get the different muscles going that are just going to help with our balance a little bit more. Reignite, good man. Yes, spark them off. Yeah. Fire them off. Get those signals firing. Like wake the neural system up a little bit. Get the signals firing where we want them to go. Okay. As with all of this shit, we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking to improve by 1% on what we had before, or at least keep alive the stuff that we have. Right, not to lose anything. Right. Tomorrow. That's a good one. Yeah, keep going, yeah.